In today's video, we are going to talk about different data types in Java. We will see different categories of data types. In this video, we are going to practice data types in Java codes, and also we will examine the storage space required by these data types and their uses, advantages and disadvantages with the practicing of code and a proper definition. So overall, or the conclusion of the video is fully detailed on data types in Java. So first of all, we will continue with understanding the concept by a flowchart. So see, there are two main types of data types. First is primitive data types and the second is non-primitive data type. In the primitive data type, you will see four categories. First is Boolean, second is character, third is integer and the fourth is floating. And you will see different colors are used for different blocks. The first block is defining the word what is mean, and the second, having the yellow color, states how we will write them in our codes. So the Boolean value is written like this, the character value is written like this, and the integer is also having some subcategories. Like integer can be written as bit, short, int and long. Like that, floating is also having two subcategories. The first is float and the second is double. If we come on non-primitive data type, then they are string, arrays, class and interface. So let us see the proper definition of all these primitive data types and non-primitive too. So on your screen there is the proper definition of primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Let's read. These data types are already hard coded into the compiler to be recognized when the program is executed. Example are int, float, etc. And what are non-primitive data types? These data types are special types of data which are user defined. That is, the program contains their definition. Some examples are classes and interface. So let us first talk about primitive data types. As you are knowing the categories of this, let us directly go to integer data type in Java. Its short form, or we are using the integer data type in Java as int. Used for storage integers value, its size is 4 bytes. The most important thing you have to remember is its size is 4 bytes. And the another important thing is that the default value is 0. In some data types, you will see the default value is 1. It means that the initial value is 1, and here the initial value is 0. The maximum value of the integer is 2 power 31 and the minimum value is minus 2 power 31. It can be used to store integer values unless there is a need for storing numbers or large or smaller than the limits. Example, int a is equals to 56. So here you can see that normal numbers like 56, 72, 112, 216, numbers like this can be stored in int value. Now the another one is float data type. Float is used for storing decimal values. So this line is very important, that float data type is used for storing decimal values. Here you can see that a is equals to 98.7f. And the another important thing is its default value is 0.0f. The f is mandatory and its size is also 4 bytes. And the another category is character data types in Java. Character, as the name suggests, it is useful for storing single value characters. Its default value is its default value is different from others. We will discuss this in the end of the video, with the maximum value of being this, and has a size of 2 bytes. And here example is a. So let me explain it very clearly. If there is name as Tony, and if I will use the character data type, then the result will be only T, or only the selected character. It must be confusing for you to see the new kind of data. This is a Unicode format which Java use in place of ASCII. Now the next is Boolean data type in Java. Here they were tried to put Java, but they have put in a Java. Boolean is a special data type which can have two values, a true and another is false. It has a default value of false. If you will not give it a value, then it will understand it as a false. And the size of 1 byte. It comes in use for storing flag values. And the another is byte data type in Java. It is an 8-bit string to complement. The range of values are -128 to 127. It's space efficient because it is a smaller than integer data type. It is very smaller than integer data type. It can be replacement for int data type usage, but it does not have the size range as the integer data type. Like it can be a is equals to 10, is equals to 3, 2, 1, like that. And the next is short data type in Java. Okay, this data type is also similar to the integer data type. However, it's 2 times smaller than the integer data type. Its minimum range is -32 to 768 and the maximum range is 32 to 78. Means the number up to this can only be came in this data type. And when we talk about long data types in Java, this data type primarily stores huge size numerical values. It is a 64-bit integers and ranges from -2 power 63 to +2 power 63 minus 1. It has a size of 8 bytes. So as you can see here, it is having a very long number. And another one is double data type in Java. This is similar to the float data type. However, it has one advantage. Our float is a data type. Our float data type, that is, it has 2-bit precision over the float data type which has 1-bit precision. However, it still shouldn't be used for precision sensitivity data such as currency. It has a range of -2 की power 31 and this, much similar to the value of I. So see, here is a code written for every data type, every category of it. If you will see, the int is 10, short s is 2, byte is 6, long is this, and float is f, double is t, and we are going to print that. Let's see what's the output, and the output is much similar to that. Now the second is non-primitive data types in Java. Well, these are very important because if we are going to build in our further videos or in our next videos, we are going to build an game or an app, so this will be very useful. Otherwise you will not have an information about what I am writing. Now the first is classes in Java. There are the special user defined data types. It has a member variables and class methods that are blueprinted by objects. So see, you have also seen in many codes the topmost and the void and this. And the another is interfaces in Java. They are similar to classes. However, there is one prime difference, that is the methods are abstracted by default, that they have no body, similar like objects. Interfaces are also the blueprints of a class. Here as you can see, the voids, class, implements, void and the new. The new is a class. Okay, strings in Java. So you may be knowing string as a collection of characters, but in Java, string is a completely different class together. It is located in java.lang.string. However, strings end with /0 character. Java has a lot of methods for manipulating strings such as substrings, length and many more. So see, the output is showing only data flare. Okay, it is only showing data flare. If anyone knows the answer, please tell me in the comment box. और हाँ यार, तो यह आधा नहीं तो कहूँ कि मैं मोस्ट ऑफ जो वीडियो था वो पूरा का पूरा इंग्लिश में था. अगर इंग्लिश में अच्छा लग रहा है तो मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स करके बताओ कि हाँ यार इंग्लिश में थोड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. नहीं तो अपना हिंदी में कंटिन्यू रखते हैं. तो arrays in Java. Arrays are special memory locations that can store a collection of homogeneous series. अगर 10th की थोड़ी बहुत केमिस्ट्री याद है तो पता होगा कि होमोजेनियस क्या होता है, इसका मतलब क्या होता है. ठीक है, मतलब सेम डेटा टाइप्स इसके अंदर सेम ही होगा. अगर इंट वैल्यू है तो इंट ही आएगा. ठीक है, जैसे कि इसके अंदर देख लो, फॉर लूप के अंदर हमने इसको यूज़ किया था जब हम लोग एक कैलकुलेटर बना रहे थे. तो यहाँ पे वीडियो ख़त्म हो जाता है। अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगता है तो इसको लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करो। एंड वो लोग जिनको सेलिब्रिटीज़ की न्यूज़ में ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट होता है, डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में एक चैनल का लिंक है, उसको जाओ और सब्सक्राइब कर लो, अपना ही चैनल है।